Shalom, shalom. Welcome to Rooted in Hebrew. Just really wanted to come on because of this stuff that's happening. Everybody's in an uproar. I ain't gonna say everybody. I'm just say the world is in an uproar. Put it that way. That place is taking a beating. A fight that they started, and then they didn't think that he was gonna come like that. At least that's what I'm thinking. And now the world is saying, "Hey, we own it. We own it. It's about to get popping." I seen a video. It was on CNN. I think I have it. I'm gonna pull it up later. Got Israel on fire. Now, this is from what I'm seeing and from what I'm looking at the news reports and things. That place is taking a beating. They had some buildings on fire, like high rises, burning. But at the same time, now, this is the question. This is a war they've been begging for. This war been on the books since, let me see, 2007? 2007. That's how long it's been on the books. But reality came up. Hey, here we are. They wanted it. And if you're used to getting things your way, if you are a person who lived that type of life, you go do some foolish things. And they have done some foolish things from my observation. They have. And they're moving in a way, which they already knew. Hey, if it gets bad for us, hey, we can fall back over here. And Trump is all in an uproar. And things, Israel is taking a pounding. That's a whole, you spraying yourself thin. You have a, from my understanding, from what I've seen, that China was helping Iran out with weapons and things. And so now I'm like, okay, what was the United States doing? Was they not helping Israel? So, I mean, but then, tempers get to flaring. And people are doing what they wanted to do. And at the same time now, this here can be it can be a distraction too. When it's all over said and done, it can be a distraction, which I think it is. There's always going to be a bigger picture than what we are seeing. This is what they want us to see. This is what they choose to let us see. There are some things we're not seeing. It got to be something there, because this right here is just too blatant. It's too blatant. When that stuff first got started, they're talking about somebody in a makeshift helicopter back in, how long has this war been going on? I think 3 or 4 years now. They flew over there and got this. The Palestinians flew over a fence, and this is how all of this started. But now, how did they jump from Palestinians to Iran? That's the, I mean, let them tell it they'll come out with something. Hey, this is how I got started. But when it's all over said and done, they got that place lit up. Whatever and however they may have underestimated the other country, they did. But I'm quite sure they knew they was going to get hit like this. Now that Iron Dome, which they was proudly stating to the world, you can't get through it. They got through it. But this is the thing. They always jumping on something because the technology at that time tells them, hey, you can't get through this. Well, not right by now, but let time go on. And as we got here we are. Oh, some bombs got through. Somebody eating some words and getting love handles at the same time. But this is what's happening, though. All of these things, this anguish of nations, all of this playing all the way back biblically. You can't escape it. And the sad thing about it is, the ones that call themselves religious still have no clue of what's going on. All they know is about policies, political policies, and things of that nature. The ones that's claiming to be Christian have the foggiest idea of what's going on. They just following orders and getting paid. And at the same time, if the contract is up, hey, your time is up. But this stuff here they got going on, it is absolutely something else. Let me pull up this thing here. This it. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, hold on. All righty, hold on just for, oh, I'm sorry, let me go back. Boom. Because, yeah, it was like Christmas from when I was like, man, what is going on here? And I thought for a moment it was Christmas. On that CNN. Boom. And share. Okay. This is the one.
The tour posters here.
Yeah, it had to be kissed.
More breaking news out of Israel, where at least 8 people have been killed and dozens injured in the latest round of missile strikes launched by Iran. Israel's National Emergency Service says multiple locations were hit on Monday morning. Explosions were seen in the coastal city of Haifa, where missiles hit near an oil refinery. Central Israel's power grid was also damaged in the latest of the back and forth strikes over the weekend. Israeli officials say at least 23 people have now been killed since Iran's retaliation began. Meanwhile, in Iran, at least 224 people have been killed in Israeli airstrikes since Friday. That's according to the country's Ministry of Health. The IDF vows their strikes will only get more intense from here, but Iran's president says the country's response will escalate as well, putting more innocent lives at risk.
Israel knows no boundaries. They intrude wherever they want with permission from America. We are by no means seeking to expand the war, but naturally, as our army, our powerful IRGC, and our dear people have shown, appropriate responses have been given so far. The more they try to escalate, naturally, the responses will become tougher and more severe. More innocent people may lose their lives.
Jeremy Diamond was at the scene of one missile strike in Tel Aviv and filed this report just a short while ago.
I'm at the site of an Iranian ballistic missile attack in central Tel Aviv. This ballistic missile struck this area in the early hours of this morning, severely damaging 3 residential buildings right behind me. As you can see, in this whole street is littered with debris as rescue crews move in and out, still trying to assess the damage, to find anybody who might be trapped under the rubble, and also to get people out of their apartments. There are also folks who have arrived here to try and get back inside to get some of their belongings and to make sure that their loved ones are okay. This is one of 4 ballistic missile attack sites in central Tel Aviv alone. In addition, there was a ballistic missile attack in northern Israel in Haifa as well. More than 70 people were injured in these attacks, according to Magen David Adom, Israel's National Rescue Services. And of course, we are seeing that these attacks are continuing to escalate, and concern is rising here in Israel about the number of casualties and how many more may come.
Now, this is the thing. Like he was saying that Israel is going to do all it's going to do, and what with the United States backing. Shalom says a Van P. Shalom says Claudia Green. Hold on, let me for a moment. I was not, Sister Claudette. I was not. I'm still. You may think I'm joking. I've been sending messages left and right to see. I mean, asking questions. I've been Googling it like I done lost my mind. How to unsubscribe because this stuff is nerve wracking. Sister Monica, I never hit that button by mistake on Sister Monica at all. The only thing that she can do, she can just hear it, and that's it. She can't get into the chat, and I don't know what's going on with it, truthfully, but I'm still working on it. I really am. If brother, you know what? If brother Yasaint could put in Yasaint 1, it's going to unblock him off the top because he has 1 in that, and if you can pass that on to the brother. I mean, if it's all possible. Shalom, Brother Kenneth. But yeah, can you pass that on to the brother for me, the brother Yasaint? Now looking at the videos, they always come back. Who's always the second person that they mention? United States. So now, if you brothers and sisters was looking at the background, you see all the buildings tore up, cars mangled. What you know? Yes. Okay. All right, sister. I'm glad you came in and said that, sis. I really am. Thanks a lot, Sister Claudette. Claudette Green. I'm sorry. But that's what's going on. The thing about it is now, this is the thing, brothers. Do you think the way we move around here in the West, do you think ever something like that can happen here? Do you really believe? Do you believe that the people believe that something like that can hit here? If you ask the people, they're gonna be like, no. The vast majority of people that live here, but they will say no. Why? We hold on. Sister Monica. She's Shalom, Sister Monica. She's not in the chat. She just texts me usually when she's but she says she sends a love also to the brothers and sisters in the chat as well as in our audience. But if you ask the majority of people, could something like, they'll say, yeah, it could, but will it? No, their faith gonna be more so on will not. Sister Padia, shalom, sis. We're not used to it. We never seen it. It's this country that's always dropping the bombs, not getting the bombs dropped on it. But see now, we're at a different time. We are literally at a different time, brothers and sisters. See now, and this is the thing. I don't want to get too much bogged down in what they got going on, because we got something going on right now. We have something very serious going on with us as a dispersed nation. But at the same time, don't get me wrong, let's not get it misunderstood or twisted. We have a measure of concerns because we got to look and see what's going on over here. We do. But it should not cloud our vision as to what's going on, because our vision is scripturally based. Period. This is that moment of what they're doing is a prep for a greater exodus or gathering. This is what's on the horizon. Before anything else happened on this planet Earth, when it comes to the scriptures, with this, the awakening was the first step of the last days. That awakening, this awakening rather, was the first step of the last days. Then what kicked in? After brothers and sisters started waking up, what kicked in, brothers? What came on this world scene? And I mean the world. C-19 came in and everybody was in the house. People were near about losing, some people lost their minds sitting in the house each and every day. That kicked in. This world, and I'm not just talking about the United States, I'm talking about the world, was never the same since then, and never will go back to those particular days. Well, we around here spending trillions and trillions of dollars a year. Those days are gone. They are literally gone, and they're, well, I ain't gonna say coming back because well, it's gonna come back, but it's gonna be on a whole different twist. Put it that way. It's going to be on a whole different twist because the twist has already been put in place. It's already been put in place. They got this stuff started because of a mindset of a birthing of a new nation. This is what they got going on. But at the same time, we got to be on top of our game because truthfully, brothers, the Most High is telling us what we need to be doing right now. That is, we, one, should be digging deep within ourselves. The Most High told us, he said, look here, this awakening, you all don't realize what you got inside of you. The resurrection of Yahushua, that spirit of resurrection is already in you. That's scripturally based. He asking us to dig for it. This is the reason why he said, dig for it, get out the flesh, let that spirit reign supreme. You tell that flesh what to do. And see now, but if we all bog down when it comes to what the nations are doing, we can lose focus. We can lose focus. The Most High is telling you, you have the power already in you. He's saying, use it, dig for it and use it. But don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters, don't get me wrong. It's going to be, it's going to be a battle. Because what the Most High has in us, it deserves to be dug for because of our forefathers and their sinfulness. We got to dig for it. That's if you wanted to continue to live. And if you really want to live so that you can continue to glorify the Most High, you got to dig. And digging, you're going to get calluses. You may cut your fingers. You're going to need some stitches. But when you get to it, now it's going to flourish. It's going to flourish. And this is what we at right now. The Most High is telling you, you have power in you. What was it, a couple of days ago I was talking about? Brothers, when I was saying you can walk on water, the Most High is telling you can do it. All you got to do is, well, I ain't going to say all you have to do as if it's an easy thing to do. It's not easy. We are accustomed to fear. We have, brothers, to our forefathers, disobedience. The Most High allowed us to go into fear. And that fear is so deep, brothers and sisters, it is absolutely unimaginable of the fear that we allowed or that we went through. That fear is still, it's still here. People can sit there and talk about, no, dude, I ain't scared. I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't scared of death. Stop that line. They sit right here and talk all this stuff. I don't care how deep their voice may go. The moment they see some blood, take me to my mama with the deep voice. So that nonsense they talking about, I'm not scared of death and all that stuff. Trust and believe. It's there. Because the Most High allowed us to go there. He allowed for us to feel the depth of fear. In order for you to understand, once you climb out of that fear, you're going to know exactly where you don't want to go no more. Once you climb out of that fear, you're going to know for a fact this is not one place I want to go. When I say fear, I'm talking about cancer too. Cancer is flesh, period. You don't see nobody walking around telling me, man, I got cancer of the spirit. You don't see no one walking around talking, I got cancer of the spirit. You know, good and well, cancer is not going to live in that spirit. That spirit is not going to even, it ain't going to even let the letter C get through. But the flesh, shucks, please. You tame your spirit. I mean, you tame that flesh. You kill cancer off the top. And the Most High is telling us this. He's telling us this. If you tame that flesh, you done kill that. You done kill cancer. Period. Because cancer is a fear. It feeds off of fear, off the top. That's what it feeds off of. And the Most High is telling us the spirit that raised Yahusha, that spirit is also in you. It's in you. What they talking about, brothers, this is absolutely flesh at its best. That's all they fight. That's all they're doing. It's strictly flesh. There's nothing spiritual about it. Give me one out, except for the people that's calling themselves some people. But we know how that go. Revelation 2:9, 3:9. Yeah. But they wearing it like a three-piece suit. But now, if they are going to be biblically inclined, they know exactly where this is going to end and how it's going to end. They misled. Because Yahusha said, I'm going to make them a synagogue of Satan. And what are you seeing right now? You're seeing Satan at his best. Because eventually, what's going to happen, they're going to get it popping with Iran. Somehow, China's going to take offense. China goes, we go get into this here. Then here come Russia, go get into it. Yeah. It's going to be a domino effect. That's what is going to be. That it's like a given. They go have to come together, and they go just like it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a bloodbath. But now, truthfully, brothers and sisters, truthfully, how is it that we can get engrossed in their stuff, and the Most High is telling us? Hold on. The Most High is telling us what we need to be striving after. He never once said, pay attention to what's going on in the world. He told us what was going on. He told us already what is going to happen at this particular time. Wait a minute. Sister Monica says, yeah, that's, you know what, Sister Monica, you're right. They do off the top. You know what, sister, you're right. And I'm serious, brothers. And I know Sister Monica. She's talking about the spirit. And brothers and sisters, truthfully, if we get into that spirit, we're gonna have to dig deep into it. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. But the more you tell yourself what you want to do, that flesh starts to get weak. And the more you fight against that flesh, it's starting to get weaker. Don't get me wrong. And you may get to a point you get to, but that flesh may kick back a little bit, and you may find yourself took 10 steps forward, only you took 2 on back. Stay on track, brothers. Stay on track. Because when you open up, then you got that spirit going on. Oh my goodness. I don't think we're seeing anything, but the Most High is telling us to dig. He's telling us to dig. What's up, brother? We got next. Shalom, shalom. This is what we have to do. What they got going on, brothers and sisters, yeah, it is something that we want to pay attention to, because a lot of us live in that area, live in this, country. And we know how it may affect us. We do. But concentrating on that spirit and fighting that flesh, brothers, that's going to be an absolute necessity. Now, I know what some of you brothers and sisters may be saying, well, man, what about these kids with cancer? That's going to be the parents' responsibility to keep them spiritually fed. That spirit rubs off, brothers. The Most High is not going to leave his little servants high and dry like that. Oh, you're going to no, this is a totally different time in which we're living in. When the Most High started that awakening wasn't just for you to let you know, hey, y'all the Israelites, and that was it. No, it goes deeper than the flesh. It goes deeper. And here we are right now. Wait a minute, hold on. Brother, we got next. You said they bombed Dimona? Yeah, I know that was the brothers live at. Let me shut up. Let me say this. Let me make a U-turn just for a moment, brothers. I'm just hoping that those brothers knew that eventually well, they was right there beside the nuclear power plant. That's where they put them when they first got there. And me, myself, ain't no way I'm going close to no nuclear power plant. But that's where they put them at. And if you there and you know if there's a war, hey, they're going to strike any type of infrastructure that you got that can possibly help you out. And they go hit it. And they did it. I just hope that the brothers and sisters got up out of there. That's what I hope. That's what I hope. Now, at the same time, brothers, I will say this now. You still have to use sense and common sense. We do. We don't sit here and we know for a fact you living in a danger zone and you stay and say you waiting on the Most High. You may be waiting on the resurrection. The Most High expect you to use common sense and get up and move. That's what he wants you to do. Now, if you feel, I was born in this house and I'm going to die, you may just die in that house. Not seeing people do it. Floods. I ain't going to say I've seen them, but floods, and they're telling, hey, you need to move. It's gonna be this flood. I was born in this house. I'm gonna die, and it came right in there and swept him away. That's what it did. So now we should not be that way, brothers. We should not. They bombed them on where they were, and this is the thing, brothers. We should not, and this is just my encouragement, be bombarded what's going on. Because right now, we have the awakening. Well, we already know who we are. We got that. It's down pat. Boom, it's locked down. We stand on that. The only thing right now, brothers and sisters, we're not standing on hardly or permanently is what's inside of us. And that's what the Most High wants us to get out. Yes, he can go in and bring it out. But in order for you to appreciate it, you got to put some, what's the word? Blood, sweat, and tears into it. Because truthfully, it's not your fault. It's your forefathers' fault. It is your forefathers' fault that you're in this. And you got to not, you're not just digging for yourself, you digging for them too. You are digging for, we pray for our forefathers and forgiveness of their sins. That's what we do. Ain't nothing changed. So when we digging for our forefathers also to bring that spirit out. That's the whole purpose of the wilderness. That's the whole purpose of it. It's what you want to do. Yeah, we got next. See, but that's that arrogance. That's that arrogance, bro. He want to step up like he's Superman or Orange Man. So be it. Let him step up. But then the Most High said, what you think you're going to build up, I'm going to tear it down. He said that. He's going to tear it back down. And that's the thing. I mean, whew. What we seeing, yeah, it is. It can be mind-boggling. It can be. It can be mind-boggling. But at the same time, brothers, we have a movement that we have to do right now. And don't get me wrong. I'd rather work on it right now. This is just me. And I do know it's a battle because not only we got to contend with our own flesh, we got to contend with some wicked spirits. Yeah, our battle, brothers and sisters, is ridiculous. It is near about, it can be, a person can think this is overwhelming. But if it was overwhelming, no, it's not overwhelming because the Most High will not put something up on you that you cannot bear. Evidently, you got a spirit in you that can do it. All righty, bro. Let me know. We got next. I'm hoping that they got away from that. That's what I'm hoping. And things, because I know one of the brothers, he has some ties with some property in Ghana, and I don't know if they broke camp and went over to Ghana just weigh this stuff on out and things of that nature. I don't know. That's just, I don't know. Shalom, shalom, Sister Anita Williams. But this is what I'm looking at, brothers. This is what we have to contend with. This is the main thing that's on the platter in front of the Most High. All right, my people, that recognize who they are. They know that they are Israel. They got that locked down. They standing on that. But I need for them to dig into the spirit. I know the world, Satan has put the flesh in front of them. He got a great deal of fear they have a great deal of fear in them on top of flesh. The Most High knows exactly what we are contended with. He knows this. But brothers, if you want to talk about something right now, what the Most High is looking for us to do, that is what he's looking for us. He already told us, all right, you're going to see anguish of nations. You're going to see earthquakes. You're going to hear about earthquakes. You're going to hear about increasing of lawlessness. We seeing all of it. He was telling us the television before we even seen the television. It was already there. Wait a minute, hold on, brother. We got next. They're coming for our children. Well, what do you mean? You talking about army wise? Shoot, they better take their own kids. Bruh. Asylum fan page, come fight us. No, brother. No. Hold on, brother. You know what? No, you know what? Look here. No, I mean, I'm not going to encourage my son. I'm going to encourage no one. That's just me. That's just me. This is not my fight. It's not my son's fight. Hold on, bro. Asylum fan page. I don't know how you getting down, bro. Asylum fan page? No. Hold on. But this is what I'm saying, brothers. Our concern is us. When it's all over said and done, it's going to be us. And when we start reaching for that spirit and superseding that flesh, that strength is going to come off the top. Off the top. Everything about this world is fleshly. There's nothing spiritual about it, except for the players that are moving about in this world. And I'm talking about the wicked spirits, that is. But they're moving fleshly. We should not be moving that way. We should not. Although we got ourselves in a situation where everything about this world is fleshly, and brothers and sisters, the Most High allowed that to happen. He did. But when he started to wake us up, what happened? We attacked that like it was, like it was nobody else's business. We did. We went into the scripture. We went into the apocryphers. And we started to get understanding. And we attacked it. That's what we did. Who would imagine that 400-year teaching that they had, we thought that was dealing with the Israelites in Egypt. That's what we did. Hold on, you know what? Man, let me just do it this way. Boom. Yeah, I don't know who that was. That asylum and things. I don't know who that was. Truthfully, I don't. He just posted some information in there. Man, look at him. No, I'm not even trying to get down that way. Shalom, Brother Earl. I'm glad you was able to make it in, brother. But this is what we have to contend with, brothers. Truthfully, there's there's two wars that's being fought at the same time. It is two wars. Well, three of them. There's a war that they got going on that we are in the middle of right now. We are in the midst of that war, World War III. There's a war to dig for the spirit. That's a war, brothers. The other war is to fight against your flesh. Well, I mean, if you want to go with a fifth one, a fourth one, we got to fight against wicked spirits. We got to battle against this flesh, but we cannot get caught up in what man has got going on. Brother Earl, we got Next, Sister Anita, all of us got to dig in deep to get to that spirit. We got to battle that flesh. And whoever's the first one to get to it, well, how do you do it? Boom, let me help you out then, brother. The scriptures clearly states, help those brothers who is not as strong as you to get where you at. Because that's what's going to happen. Some brothers are going to reach it before you will. Those are going to be the brothers that say, hey, this is what I did. And that's how it's going to happen. You have brothers and sisters who's going to dig deep and find what the Most High was talking about. And it's already in us. That's the thing. It's in us. So the question is, what is in you? Spiritually speaking, you have the sayings of everlasting life in your bones. The Most High says it's already there. But this is where the flesh kick in. Well, I'm tired of digging. I want to go get me a burger. You did. The Most High knows exactly what he's doing and what is needed for his people. He knows this. The thing about it, we need to believe it. The more we believe what the Most High said, the easier it's going to be for us to dig. He said it was here. I'm going to keep digging. The Most High don't lie. Keep digging. Keep digging. Because you know for a fact it's in here somewhere, and you may get tired. Because, hey, it's been granted to the devil, what? To wear the saints out. But brothers and sisters, while he wearing us out, we got to continue to dig. The Most High know exactly what powers you need to continue to dig. If he needs to slow the devil down, so be it. He'll slow him down. But he wants you to keep digging until you get to where you need to get to. We have a lot of things in front of us. I understand that. Brothers right now are losing their jobs. And then when they do go looking for a job, and if they used to making a high, when I say high, I'm talking about, let's just say, blue collar brother making about $50 an hour, $55 an hour. But this job here, for what he do, we'll pay you $25. He go like, wait a minute, that's like, man, you cutting my money in half. Because what? We got accustomed to a particular lifestyle. But the smart brother, what he do? He swallow his tongue because he's looking at the big picture. I got a family I got to take care of. And he does it. He going, he working. That's a man of Yah. That's a man of Yah. And sisters, if you got to get to the point you see your husband like that, no, I can't. You can't. This is not the time to browbeat him. Because truthfully, that's the way of the system. You may have got accustomed to certain things in your lifestyle. in your lifetime. And at the same time, this world is saying, hey, we're going to cut this stuff on out. Brothers and sisters, we still do have to pay attention to what's going on in the world in order to adjust ourselves. We do. I remember one time, brothers and sisters, I had like at least 200 pairs of shoes. Until one day I went in my room and I tripped over every last one of them. Made me mad. Oh, man, please. Oh, I was so mad. And I just started looking at it. I was looking at my closet. The pole in my closet was bent. I was like, man, this thing gonna snap. And I just sat back and I looked. I said, man, why I get all this stuff? Why? I had every color of shoes that you couldn't imagine. Gym shoes, dress shoes, casual shoes, you name it, I had it. Boots, I had it. My son had it. Shoes all over. He just threw his shoes in the closet and they just piled up on one another. This is what happens when you get accustomed to a particular lifestyle. You think in a month's time, oh, I need another pair of shoes. And you go out there and buy. We had that, what's the word? We had that leisure of doing that. Now they saying about the year 2050, they saying for the average Black African American, their income is going to be zero. You got to have some, you have to be brazenly bold to come out and tell the world this is what you're working towards. If someone told you that information and the world told you in your mind, 2050, all right, let me go ahead and start making moves. And what? African Americans are making moves. And they're just not African Americans. I just say that because this is what the world is used to seeing us as. It ain't them that just are the only one that's making moves. The Most High know what they're doing and what they're saying and what they're intent on doing. And the devil is giving them a sense of it's a go, as if it's going to be panned out. It's not going to pan out. That's one thing it's not going to do. Shalom, shalom, it's a melody. It's not going to pan out. This stuff, all right, now, yeah, do that for me, brother. We got next. Let me know. Yeah, if you're talking about the war need kids, because my son, he'd be 20 in December. I'm not even trying to entertain that, truthfully. But then at the same time, brothers, this is a question I got to ask. Trump was removing all Black Army officers and everything from their positions, trying to take them out of history books, take their pictures off the wall. Why do he need any Blacks to be fighting in World War III? That's the thing. But this is what they always putting things out and want people to do this and do that there. They just want to be the chief commander, but will not lift not one finger for the sake of this country. Let that nonsense ride. They'll put your child out there on the front line, and if he do survive, trust and believe, the worst damage has been done. That's the mental breakdown that they got to go through. Please. What they got going on, brothers and sisters, it's not our fight. There's a slight concern because when you do, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. One of these countries, they're going to drop some tissue here in the United States. When I say tissue, you know what I'm talking about. They're going to drop some tissue. They want to drop some tissue. But when they drop tissue, trust and believe, it's going to look like snowflakes. They're going to make it rain because they're going to know if we're going to bring anything, we got to bring pain. They know this. These, I mean, that's going to be a time, brothers and sisters, where we got to be prayed up. As long as we digging for the Spirit, be found digging for it. Not lounging, but digging for it. Putting a portion of your flesh to the test. Getting rid of some of the things in your flesh. Because this is what the Most High is truthfully looking for. He said he's looking for those to worship him in spirit and truth. He didn't say anything about that flesh. Satan is the only one that capitalized on that flesh. The only one. Everything about his kingdom is based on flesh. His deceiving Eve was based on flesh. But he knew he couldn't deceive Adam. He got Eve. She got information secondhand. Not saying that the information was dull or anything, but the fact that the devil came up and he lied, got himself hemmed up. I did a song. Oh, it's kind of cryptic. I kid you not, the video is kind of cryptic. I was surprised what AI can do. But then when they showed the devil, now I did not. Now, mind you, brothers and sisters, for you that's seen that video, it's You're a Liar. That's the name of the video. You're a liar. Now, I did not give that AI that prompt. I just said devil. That's all I said. Now, when it came in there, and then if you go in there, you see the video, you won't understand what I'm saying, because I didn't say anything about a color. I didn't. History did. When I did another video, what video was that? The Weeping Willows of Israel. That's another video. I didn't say anything about the colonizers. AI went in there and looked at history, said all Pharaoh did was change his face, and they had a European person with the ships and everything. I kid you, I didn't say anything. I did not give it that prompt. But what it did, it went into whatever history they can pull up. They pulled it up and they bring it out. Put it in the video. And the name of that one is, like I said, Weeping Willow of Israel. Because, the willow tree was part of, that was like it's in the scriptures. It's in the scriptures, and it had to do with us in slavery. If you look at the movies, the slave movies, they always got the weeping willows trees there, especially roots. They there. If you really want to talk to a Christian, ask them about that weeping willow and the people of the book. You'll shut them down then. You will literally shut them down because they can't. You cannot refute it. You can't even argue with it because that tree had a symbolism towards Israel. Still do. That's the beauty of it. It's based on scriptures. But brothers, what he's getting himself all geeked up for this assisting those people. He's getting himself geeked up. Yeah, he may have a little fan base going on because now he's feeling happy. Or now we finna, as they may say, turn up. But I seriously believe they're gonna be turned right back down. I seriously believe that. I seriously believe they're gonna get turned down. And I seriously believe that's going to turn some other nations on. They're going to like get to a point. They're going to join it. They're going to join the fight. Brother, we got next. You said I'm a little behind, but they can't fight no more. You know what, brother? We got next. The thing about it is this. They have Ukraine. And then now you're talking Israel. That's two wars. And then you talking about, I mean, if China and Russia hops in, man, please, you got yourself hemmed up. You are absolutely hemmed up. But when you are used to having things your way, you don't even see clearly, and they're not seeing clearly. You want to talk about curses taken off of people and put onto another people? Booyah! This is what we're standing on right now. We literally seeing all of those things that was upon us. You literally seeing, and it's not taking no 2 or 3 years to do it. Every time they step into another category or to another platform, a curse go right with them. Whatever they start talking about doing. All right, when they went and took what was it, like 4 or 5 years ago? They went and took like $40 billion out of the banks. You better trust and believe a curse went right along with it. A curse went right along with it. Yeah, you talking about when they was when the immigrants was coming into the country like in droves, and it was our people who was feeding them. It was our people who felt sorry for them. In Chicago, from the north side to the west side to the south side, they were seeing them out there cold, and we know how cold it can get in Chicago. I knew sisters and brothers who put stuff in their trunks, just kept it there just in case they roll up on one. And they was dressing these people and giving them coats and everything, because we knew how, brother, how in the world the world is going to talk about us like we dumb, stupid, and uncaring. They say that black men carry diseases, he don't want to work and always having babies and all, but yet and still we can pull over to a stranger and give them something to eat. But a curse came right along with them when they did that. See, they thinking what they're doing is going unchecked, brothers. It's not going unchecked. It's not. It's not going unchecked. Shalom, shalom, Brother Robert. It's not going unchecked. The thing about it is, what's really happening, brothers, this is a prepping of, like I said, a greater exodus. I know I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. That's right. I forgot about India and Pakistan. I forgot. That's right. They are fighting. They feuding. They beefing. That's what they're doing. All of them. Eventually, it's going to be global. But now, if you go into the scriptures, when the Most High said that he's going to put up a banner for the nations to give up his people. Now, brothers and sisters, what that banner is going to be, I don't know, but I know one thing's going to get their attention. It's going to get their attention. He says he's going to put up a banner. That's scriptural. Isaiah, I got to find that scripture again. I think it's in Isaiah. He's going to put a banner up for them to release his people from the four corners of the earth. Now, this is the reason why I said, I know some brothers said, hey, this may take us some years. They saying that because it took some years for us to go into captivity. I don't think it's going to take us no years. I do not. This is something that the world is. This is going to be something that the world is going to remember. They're going to know, these people belongs to the Creator. That's who these people, and that's going to resonate with the world for a moment. For a moment, it's going to resonate with them. Oh, you're right about that, brother. China just waiting. China, I mean, they got them already hemmed up. China has that AI already. Well, they talking about building it. How in the way you go build an AI out of 500 what he said, 500 billion. And they already got it. And then you fighting a war. You fighting a war. Your money is already funny. So how is it possible that you're going to do this here and you got 2 wars you're already fighting? We ain't even talking about your own personal war. Come on now. Somebody is sleeping ahead. Somebody is sleeping ahead. They very thin, brother. We got next. Very thin. They're spreading very. Let me tell you something. I don't know if you brothers, if you're eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then you go into the jar, it's in the refrigerator and it's empty. You're trying to scrape out some jelly and things scrape out so you have enough jelly on your sandwich. This is with them. They don't have enough jelly. They don't have enough jelly at all. Somebody stuck the finger in there and make sure they got every last drop of it. They do not have no jelly. They have a whole lot of wishful talk because they are so used to getting what they want. The privileged attitude. They don't even recognize that it's already did. They do not. And also, brother, we got next. What Mount Etna? That volcano is active in Italy. See now, all of this happening. And brothers, if y'all talking about a true earthquake, start digging inside that flesh. Start digging inside that flesh. See what the earth is going to do. And you're doing it in numbers. The word went out, Israel, dig inside your flesh to bring that spirit out. Oh, please. If you want to talk about making the Most High happy, dig into that flesh. Dig into that flesh. You have the Most High shedding tears because he sees his people. My people they digging for me. They want me. They know who I am. You talking about making your creator proud of a nation. Man, please. Once it blows, brother, once it blows, I don't think it's just gonna be one of them. That is a volcano. I don't think it's just gonna be one. Where all the major ones are at, I seriously believe they go blow all at one time. You talking about volcano eruption, and then you have wars going on, brothers and sisters. That is monumental. The scriptures already said that this country is going to be split into 3 parts. You have the Mandric fault line and the San what was that called? The San Andreas fault line. I think it is. I mean, I could be wrong on both of them, matter of fact, but I know it's 2. 2 of them, brothers. All of this is happening with your awakening. That right there should tell you who is causing all of this for you. He said he's going to judge his nation for what he did to his people. Now, are you not seeing this? Do you not see the Most High's hands moving in this? All right, you may see it, eruption and things of that nature. But brothers, when you see that earthquake splitting a country, now you're on a whole different plateau. Shalom, shalom, Sister Cynthia. You're on a whole different platform. Now, if you starting to digging into your flesh to get to your spirit, and you starting to see these things happening too, it's going to make you dig even deeper now. You may get to your spirit, and you go like, I'm going to go a little bit deeper into the spirit to make sure that I got ground covered. When you start seeing these things, that's how real it's going to get. Well, I ain't going to say going to get. That's how real it's. Man, I got to say, well, we're going to say getting. I tell you, Okay, then, brother, just let me know what we got next. Let me know. But this is the thing, brothers, and this is just my encouragement. Let's not get caught up in the drama. And whether it's us, when I say drama, I'm talking about us, or it's the world. Let us continue to be encouraging towards one another. You know, it's easy for us to get into an argument with one another. And it's easy to take that argument on for months, weeks, or whatever. Let that nonsense ride. The Most High comes, he said, well, I told you to dig for me. You have it already in you. And but yet and still, we get caught up in the drama. Well, he said this about me. He's doing this teaching over here. The Most High, he already told you what brothers and sisters are going to be doing. He did. Some may be doing some things for judgment. Some may be doing some things out of pure ignorance. And some may not. The thing about it is, the Most High is the one who's going to judge that. The only thing we need to be doing, like he tells us, is to continue to seek peace and pursue it. Pursue it. Pursue peace. And if you know for a fact you can't rock with somebody who is maybe teaching something that you don't believe in, it's easy. That's easy fix, brothers. Turn them off. That's all you got to do. Say San Andreas. Thanks a lot, Sister Melody. The San Andreas fault line. And the world knows about this stuff, brothers. If we look at the pending prophecies, when I say pendings, the ones that are about the prophecies that's about to happen, those are the ones we need to be concerned with right by now. Once you're back in your land, we're in our land, all right, the other prophecies are going to fold on. The good thing about it is the rest of the prophecies, because the next prophecy is this: the awakening, then the gathering. The gathering. Better yet, let me just do it this way. Let me just pull that up. Boom. Hold on just for a moment. Let me do it this way. And that's the thing, brothers. If you look at it, scripturally speaking, that is. Because I mean, one thing about it is, like everybody know, Armageddon is not the beginning of the last days. That is like everything is over with. Everything is over with. Because the Most High, it was Isaiah chapter 11, verse 12, when he said he's going to raise a banner for the nations and gather the exile of Israel. That's what he says. This is what we are. This is what we have in front of us right now. We have that right in front of us. Armageddon is going to take place while we are in our land. That's scripturally speaking. But if you let the world tell you, oh, the end of the world is here. No, you got to be gathered first. We got to be gathered first. And then you still have the two witnesses. You have and this is just not, what I'm saying is not in order. You have the two witnesses. You have the seals. Now you got certain brothers saying this and saying that, but I seriously believe It's going to be made a whole lot clearer to us when we are on one continent, period. And I think especially when you get down to the feast day, Shabbat, all of that. Because if you want to talk about a 12-hour clock, that sunrise, that sunset in 12 hours, period. In Africa, it does. That sunrise, that sunset, it's going to be a straight 12 hours. But at the same time, brothers, this gathering is what is on the horizon. And all of what's going on, brothers and sisters, when it's all over said and done, this is the devil upset. He's throwing a tantrum. He's knowing what's happening. So the tantrum, whatever you see there, is really because you're about to get up out of here. You'll be away from the devil. Because now you go this when you go into Revelation chapter 12. We've been the people that he can slap around for years. He couldn't touch Yahushua. He was gone. Called to the throne of the Most High. We went into captivity. He knew exactly these people are related to him. I'm going to touch them. I'm going to beat them. I'm going to trample them. And I'm going to keep them in the dark. I'm going to show them what fear really is. And the devil did. He did everything. He did everything according to his flesh. That's what he did. He did everything according to his flesh. Had brothers out there murdering one another. He did it. He did it. Yahushua said that in the last days, the days of Noah and the days of Lot will compound in one generation. Brothers and sisters, we're standing in it. The days of Noah, what did it consist of? Demonic activities. There was so much hatred and fighting and violence going on. It was unbelievable. And then the giants in the earth at that time, those followers, they just went haywired. All the things that these scientists are finding of bones of funny creatures and everything. When you want to talk about, they came down and married the women, the fleshly women, and then had the hybrids. And then at the same time, even in Yahushua's time, when they was in that man, and Yahushua told all those demons, 12,000, all 12,000 demons to come out of him. He had a conversation with one of them. He said, "What's your name?" He said, "Legion," because there's many of us. You know how many legions brothers are in a legion? 12,000, period. That was in that man who was sleeping in amongst the grave. Nobody could bind him because of those demons. But what did they do? They knew who Yahushua was. They asked for permission to go into the swines, unclean animals. Yahushua said, "Go ahead on." And that's what they went out to. They went in and got aside the pigs. They went into an unclean animal and they ran themselves over a cliff and drowned. That's how bad that time in Noah's time was. But now you look at this, brothers. You bring all of that down to this day. The Most High said the days of Noah will compound in this time in which we're living in. The awakening, with this awakening, this is what we're going to experience. The days of Lot, the days of Noah. And then whatever days we got going on. Brother, you're talking about three of them that's happening right now. And is affecting Who? Israel. Israel. You got brothers out here living foul. You do. Alphabet down to the core. I never seen this so much in my lifetime. Never. But this is how they doing. Because Satan giving them a sense of power, as if do what you will, because hey, you will never, it's like he's lying to them. You will never die. Till they get to a point, they want to adopt a child. They want to get into the schools and teach your kids this. This is what's happening. This is what Yahushua already told us what's going to be happening. This is what he told us. And it was Israel that Yahushua was talking about. And is it not affecting our people right now? You said, my sister, when she tricked me, truthfully. This is what she did. She said, Mike, I want you to watch this video. So I was watching the video. I'm seeing all of these white horses and everybody dressed in white. And I see this brother with a beard. He had a white suit on. I'm like, man, that dude, he's cut up. You know, I mean, clean. And so here come the white horses. Had the white horses, the white carriage, and everything. It was a big wedding. Brother had his beard all trimmed out and everything. And so I'm like, man, I said, that they spent some money on this. She said, yeah, they did. I said, this is the thing. Mike, check this stuff out. They put in a whole lot of money for this. And I said, Dad, you ain't joking. I'm just looking. I'm like, whew. I'm saying to myself, I was saying, I hope it worked. That's what I was saying. So the carriage pulled up. And a brother get out with another beard. I'm like, where the sister at? My sister, she started laughing and she just cracked up at me. And I just I just looked. And I was like, girl, I said, dude, are you joking me? She was cracking up at me. She was cracking up at me. She was. Because I did not see that coming. I didn't. I got caught up with the background and everything else until this dude got up out the carriage. Now, he had a beard too, but he had eyeliner and everything else on. But this is what Yahushua said will be happening in and amongst his people. And he told us, hey, pay attention to this here. You see this here? You know for a fact what's about to happen. You right there at the door. And you continue to endure and fight your flesh, you will be saved. This is where we are standing at this particular time. We got what the world has got going on. But brothers and sisters, truthfully, we have some clear and present danger at home. This is what we have. We do. The Most High just gave us the warning as to what to look for. He already, before man had a TV, he told us these are the things that's going to be happening. We had a biblical TV. Probably didn't understand the greater meaning of it, but when we woke up, oh, that light went off. That bulb, boop. Yes, it did. It went off. And we understood. We understood. Now, with this awakening, yeah, that's what it was, Sister Cynthia. Mm-hmm. But we got, the world dipped into it, and it affected our people too. It did. It affected our people. It did, and it still is. It still is. But this is part of the last days. The last days, or part of a gathering or deliverance. Yahushua said deliverance. And this is where we at. They people got accustomed. You know, I know I got a cousin. He said, well, man, they should be able to live their life and everything. And I was talking to my cousin. I was like, all right, yeah. You keep thinking that, you go get judged on it. Because if your mindset is not of that of the Most High, and he said, if you love this world, you're going to die with this world. See, that's the thing. It's go where wherever your love is going to be at, that's where it's going to be. If you want Satan's system, if you want to have that, if you want to have the attitude of do what you will, you're going to be right there with him. And one thing about it, he cannot give you life. Your privilege of breathing will be revoked. His will be too. It's going to be revoked. But I tell you, brothers, it's unfortunately, some of us is going to go down that road. I hope and pray that I'm not one. But I seen the arrogance. I seen stiff necks. That can blow your mind. And when you're starting to see this stuff, especially when you woke, now you start to understand how the Most High felt when he was dealing with Israel. Look here, I took these Negroes out of Egypt, split the waters, and so they can walk on dry land. Their sandals did not wear out, and they still questioning me. What is it that they didn't see? But that's how they got on the Most High's nerve. They worked the Most High's nerve. That's one thing they did do. The Most High told Moses on some occasions, stand back, let me wipe these people out. Hey, I will bring this nation by means of you. I mean, good night. They had to, but if you look at it, brothers, if you're dealing, look at some of your family members and tell me how they get down. You be like, this Negro here, he can work that last good nerve. And we know we have family members that's just like that. Ain't nothing changed except for the years. That's the only thing. And they clothes, you right, Sister Cynthia. Their clothes did not wear out. He took care of them. And truthfully, brothers, this is a warning for us. We can sit up here and say what the Israelites did now. We can sit up here and talk about, man, that was a dumb move. It's easy for us to say these things. Brothers, we're about to be put in the same shoes that they was in. We're about to be put in it. We're about to be put in. See, now, and at the same time, this is my encouragement. When they talked about the wilderness, watch that mental construction of a wilderness. Don't let it pimp you down a road that you don't want to go. You're thinking it's going to be a road that's the wilderness, somewhere like it's barren, ain't nothing out there, and things of that nature. No, brothers. No, I don't think it's that way. And I'm not going to see it that way. Let's go be a refinement time. That's that time when the Most High want to see where your heart is at. I gave you free will, and it's going to be that free will of what you want to do with that free will that He given you. Now, you have 3.5 years to show the Most High what you want to do with that free will. Do you want Him or do you want your flesh? Because Satan is not going to be in the mix at that time. You're going to be taken away from the devil, according to Revelation chapter 12. From the face of the devil. You can't say the devil made me do it. That's one thing you will not be able to say. We are going to be put in their position without the devil's spirit. That's what we're going to. This is what we're about to get into. Don't get me wrong, brothers. Yes, I know it's for brothers to say they're ready to go, they have come to realize this place is a dangerous place. It is. It's a very dangerous place, especially for people of color or Israel. It is. And then you have a political person who has power, who can give out certain words to give them clues. Hey, do what you think you need to do. You have a president in power who's ready to what's the word they call it when they let you go out of jail? Not annulment. Annulment. What is that word? It's on the tip of my tongue. I tell you. Pardon. He will pardon these police officers and things. Brother, that's a problem for us. And it is just not the brothers. Sisters too. I've seen policemen sit up here and hit women in the face. I mean, full-blown fists. Booyah! Knock them on the ground. They're out. And they be looking for any altercations. They had the audacity for this little sister in Michigan who seen her mother drifting away. Seen her mother drifting away from a police officer who had her knee in her mother's back. And the mother, from what the report says, she was not breathing. She was going unconscious. Let me tell you something. The devil kicks in, brothers. When the devil kicks in, they don't see nothing but what the devil is showing them. They do not see anything. Only what the devil is saying inside their heads. But the little girl she's seeing danger. That little girl had to lay that woman down. That little girl, well, I'm gonna just say she laid her down. She laid that police officer down to save her mother's life. They did a little mug shot on that little sister. They did. But truthfully, brothers, when it's all over said and done, that's the changing of the curses. That is the changing of curses. The little girl seeing her mother in danger. Because now, if you follow the report, you will see that they said that the officer was reaching for her gun. But it was a tad bit too late. See, they're not understanding this. Oh, yeah, Sister Melody. Yeah, now they have complete immunity. Yeah, but you know what, sister? Truthfully, that sister, she could still turn back around and sue. Because see, that person in Walmart, they felt, hey, I'm privileged. I can say what I want to say. They go come in, hey, you black and so and so. I will sue. I will sue and leave at the same time. Yeah, it's gonna be best if she leave Michigan, period, off the top. It's gonna be best. It's going to be it's going to be the best thing for her and her daughter. But this is the changing of curses. But they don't even recognize what's going on. They're too busy. They're too busy trying to move people out of the country And at the same time, they need these same people to work their farms. See, they're getting themselves hemmed up. That's what's happening. And we just talking about that right there. We ain't even talking about the wars, how they thinned out. They thinned themselves out so thin. They don't even see it coming. They do not see this coming. Brothers, I'm saying, brothers, I'm going to keep saying this. Because one of you brothers and sisters, y'all go get to the spirit. One of you all going to dig and dig and dig. You will keep on putting your flesh to the test, and that spirit is going to shine. I'm going to be that person. What did you do? What did you do? Because this is what the Most High is asking us to do. Some will get there a lot faster than others. I mean, truthfully, it's not a race. It's what you want to do. It's what you want to do. The good thing about it is this, brothers. This up-and-coming generation, these babies, especially babies being born after the greater Exodus. Now, because you have a teaching that you're going to teach your child or grandchild, this is what you're going to do. You're going to have that generation who was born on your land, in your country, learning our laws. They don't have to go through what we went through. We already ran that race. Shoot, our forefathers didn't go through what we're going through. Our forefathers, they didn't have to dig for the spirit. Shoot, they had it, but they were just disobedient. They knew who the Most High was. They knew who he was. But yeah, they failed to be obedient. And we got the brunt of their action. We did. They never experienced of not knowing who they were. When they went into captivity, they brought something out. And it was always a God. They knew they didn't have no business taking with them. But then the Most High said, no, this is it. This is the generation. And this generation knows for a fact, hey, strip yourself off. Separate yourself. Do not have anything of Babylon. That's just like from the word go, the Most High is not playing with that. He's saying strip yourself naked of all idols. Only for this generation of Israel. He's not playing with it. He's not even trying to sugarcoat it. He's letting you know from the word go. Separate yourself from this nation. You are a set apart people. And he intent on evidently there's something in us, brothers and sisters, that spirit, the Most High wants us to get. There's something deep in that spirit. It ain't just the resurrection. It ain't just the fact that you have power to say to this flesh, do this or do that. It ain't the fact that you sit up here and say, you have a sickness and you say, all right, you need to get out of my body. It's gone. Well, this is the power that you already have. The Most High, you have that power, but I need for you to dig a little bit deeper. Now you recognize that you do have this power here to say this or to say that. You have the power of saying life. You have a power of saying death. How many of you brothers and sisters believe that you got a power in you? This is what the Most High is saying. This ain't me saying it. He's saying that you have it in you. We have it in us. And we got to fight to get it. But when your love is for that flesh, that battle's going to be hard for you. But the moment you say you go work on your flesh, that's when the battle starts. That's when the battle starts. They are. And see it at the same time now, brothers. This is the thing now. This is one thing. We are in need of healing first. In order for us to be healed, we got to go back to where we came from. That's scriptural. The world cannot be healed. And then at the same time, oh, you want to talk about grace leaving a place? Understand this, brothers. You are grace. You are grace. Although our grace is from Yahusha. But when we, the Most High, rather, gathers us, put us back in our land, who's going to preach to the world when we back in our land? Because we in need of healing. He said salvation came to the nations due to Israel's unfaithfulness. We here right now. The world is not taking this privileged position. They're not taking it to heart. All they doing is just hating. Sister Melody, they see you, they see hatred. Truthfully, if they look at you harder, they go see life. Sister Cynthia, same thing. If they look at you harder, they go see life. Only a few of them is going to recognize that. That's scriptural. Only a few of them are going to recognize who you really are. A few. But when you gone and they're not noticing, hey, where's all so-called black people? That's going to be a problem for them. That's going to be a problem. Nearby any airport did you go in the United States, who are the most people that you see working in their airports? I see more Negroes working in airports than anything. I'm serious. Now imagine, brothers, all of us gone. They can't afford that. If you want to talk about Pharaoh, I mean, you let Trump sit there, we're going to get rid of these Negroes. They're going to be like, no, you're not. We'll get rid of you first. Where do you think all our money come from? We know these people are Israel, and they are money-making people. They can outrun, outjump, outsing, outact any one of us. We just build a persona, and we imagine that it is. We just do acting. We play like we are smart doctors. We dumb as a doorknob. That's what they do. That's what the world does. And they mean they're good at doing it. They're good at what they're good at what they're doing. They lie, cheat, and kill, and steal. That's what they do. And this is how they get down. But in closing, brothers, this is just my encouragement. Things are going to get a little bit worse. It is. It is. Brothers, sisters, support your husbands. Support your husband. If that man stroke out, sisters, I mean, you do not want that. Your burden is going to be a little bit heavier because, I mean, that's the time he's going to be sick. He's going to be unable to take care of himself. Take care of him while he has his health. When the doctor tells him, hey, cut back on that salt, sister, if you're the one that's cooking, all right, boom, you do that. Because you know, hey, we need somebody. If somebody kick in that door, we need somebody that's gonna walk through that door and go handle business. Off the top. You too, brother Robbie. You be safe out there, brother. I'm about to close it out myself. And brothers, encourage your wives. Encourage them. They have a lot on their plate too. I mean, hey, you go suffer, she go suffer, you gonna suffer. Period. Only thing we're gonna have in common, we're gonna understand the suffering. That's the beauty of it. We're gonna understand it. We're gonna know why they doing what they're doing. And then at the same time, we encourage one another by praying for brothers and sisters and assisting them when all possible. This is what we need. And this is what we must do as a nation that's coming back together. This is what we need to do, brothers. And brothers and sisters, for those that was listening to the music I was posting, because eventually I got to take it down because I put it onto another platform. And things, I appreciate that. But I think in about a week, I'm going to take all of them down. But for some of you brothers, this is my encouragement, is that the weeping willows of Israel, and as well as You're a Liar. Those are the two, brothers. The more we understand who Satan is and what he's doing and what he has done and what he's attempting to do, the better off we're going to be. You too, Brother Earl. You be safe out there, brother. Be safe out there, brothers. Keep your head on the swivel. Pay attention to what these brothers are pushing out, brothers, when they talk about this end time and what's going on, because the more information that you may have, you're gonna know exactly where you need to run to in the event that you need to flee for safety. But at the same time, when it's all over said and done, you always pray to the Most High, which way shall I go? That's the thing. This is going to be the time where you have to rely upon the Most High. Open up your mouth, say, Yah, which way shall I go? He's going to lead you. You just need to listen. Brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. Go ahead and shut this down. Yah willing. Today is, wait a minute, I can't do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Yah willing, I hope to be back Thursday. And things of that nature. But you brothers and sisters, be safe out there. Attack your flesh in order to determine how strong your spirit is. And with that, I would say, shalom.